Hey fancy friends, my name is Jose Noel, and for the last 10 years on social media, I have been going by the pseudonym Mr. Fancy Shoes.
Wish I had shoes like that.
My feet hurt.
And all this got started before I was even born. You see, my family has a history of craftsmanship in leather goods in Mexico, in our hometown. It's called León, Guanajuato, right in the middle of Mexico, but a center for leather manufacturing and a long, rich history. But my grandfather was taught by his grandfather to be an artisan and a shoemaker. And when my dad was young, he went to learn an apprenticeship as a designer for shoe craftsmanship. And that didn't exactly work out because he did not like having to just copy designs from other countries.
I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in.
So he went his own way. Lots of stuff happened in his life. He met my mom in Tijuana, close to San Diego, where I was born. They met, fell in love, and the rest is history. When I was 16, my brother went to college. He's 2 years older than me, and my parents were worried about having an empty nest and feeling like there wasn't going to be much to do.
It's gonna be a long time before you see your old man again.
So my mom suggested to him, well, why don't you start your own business? You've always wanted to design shoes and make cool products, and now's your chance. Growing up with my dad and all of his influence, I've always had an interest in fashion, design, and looking good. One of my old sayings was always, shower, look good, and don't be a wimp. Those three things in and of themselves have guided my life, and beyond that, when I was 16, my dad started a clothing company called J.L. Rocha Collections. I've been working with him on that company for 11 years now, and it's been such an awesome journey. When we started the brand, we initially began with dress shoes. It's part of our family history, and we later expanded into leather jackets and travel bags. But in high school, when we had first began, I was wearing our dress shoes to school every day. Now, I'm not sure how much you remember high school, but being the guy who wears dress shoes every day isn't exactly the coolest thing in the world. One of my friends who noticed that I was wearing dress shoes every day started calling me Mr. Fancy Shoes. It was a bit of a double-edged sword, making fun of the fact that I was always wearing dress shoes. And when I heard that nickname, I thought, you know, that's it. That's right. I am Mr. Fancy Shoes.
I'm Gatsby.
And ever since that day, I changed my Instagram handle. I changed pretty much my entire perspective on life. Because when people make fun of you, or when people call you out for something that you're passionate about, it's an opportunity for you to double down. You steer into the skid, and just like Lightning McQueen in Cars, you end up far ahead of anybody who's trying to hold you back.
Lightning McQueen is out of the race!
Now, 10 years later, I've been an influencer on social media, and I've gone back and forth between quitting and not quitting and being affected by the algorithm. But now my personal belief is that I love life, and I want to share my creative endeavors as a marketer, as a fashion designer, and as somebody who loves fancy things with you. If I can inspire just one person to be a bit fancier about their life, then I'll feel like I've accomplished my mission. And being fancy can be anything you want it to be. I believe it stands for focused attention not commonly yielded. And that basically means it's all about the details. If something has a lot of great details and you put your heart and your soul into it, that's fancy. So that's how I became Mr. Fancy Shoes. I'm going to continue to be Mr. Fancy Shoes probably forever, and I'm going to talk about all things fancy on this channel. So today starts a journey and a quest for all things fancy. I hope you enjoyed this little story, and there's plenty of more to come. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you can check out my website in the link below, and if you support my merch and this channel long enough by subscribing, commenting, and liking this video, maybe I'll go from a 9 to 5 to being fancy forever. So lots of thanks. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my life and my story. I'm so glad that you're here. And as always, stay fancy, friends.